Good afternoon, Akruti Agarwal. Good afternoon, Lavanya Borkute. Good afternoon, Navya Dwivedi. Okay, very first question for all of you. Please listen the question. Good afternoon, Lavanya Pidurkar. Good afternoon, that Ranjita Kumari, Anurag Gatish. Good afternoon, Bodhe. Good afternoon, Wakle. One first question for all of you. Please listen carefully. Now suppose you are heating water. Heating water. Water will convert into what? Yes, water will convert into first question. Yes, water will convert into what? You answer. Water will convert into what? Sparsh Katkar, you answer. Swaraj Sarthak Bitole, you answer. Rudra Devtade, you answer. Very good. Borkude has given correct answer. Dwivedi has given correct answer. All are given correct answer. Akruti Agarwal gave correct answer. Shruti Aglave gave correct answer. Yes, it will convert into water vapor. Water vapor. What is the process? What is the process? Name the process. Name the process. Name the process. Yes. Name the process. Akruti Agarwal gave very correct answer. Process is evaporation. Very good. Now suppose I keep plate here. This is steel plate. And you know that steel plate is at room temperature. Means it is cold. Okay. Now if this water vapor touch this steel plate, what will happen here? If water vapor touches steel plate, what will happen? What will happen? I am not asking process. Yes, Borkude has given very correct answer. Shruti Aglave gave correct answer. They told water droplets will be there. Very good. What will be formed? Water droplets. Water droplets. Name the process now. In which process these water droplets will be formed? In which process these water droplets will be formed from water vapor? In which process water droplets will be formed from this water vapor? In which process water droplets will be formed? Yes, Vijay Borkade gave correct answer, Navya Dwivedi gave correct answer, Akruti Agarwal gave correct answer. Okay, it will be formed by the process of condensation. Okay, that is by the process of condensation, we will find what water vapor will convert into water droplets. Now this you know already. You know this very well that when you heat the water in the container, very simple, that when you heat the water in the container, what will happen? The water will become hot. This water will convert into water vapor. The process is known as evaporation. This is water vapor. This you know very well. Now only you told me. And this water vapor, when it will come in contact with cold object, cold plate, it will turn into droplets of water, and that process is known as condensation. That process is known as condensation. This you know. You know the process of evaporation and you know the process of condensation. Now just think that it is the Which season? Suppose on the winter night. You know that on winter night this is the land which is very cold. Okay, the land is very cold on the winter nights. What will happen to the air above the ground? Here, the air above the ground is also very cold. Now you know that air, water vapor is there. Okay, what will happen to this water vapor? What will happen to this water vapor? Now just you have seen that water vapor touches the cold plate and it converts into droplets of water. So what will happen to this water vapor which comes in the contact with the cold air above the ground? What will happen to this water vapor? Okay, water vapor, you know that the air above the ground is very cold. So what will happen to the water vapor? First answer is given by Akriti Agarwal. Water vapor changes into no. Directly into snowflakes, or it will changes. First it will convert into the small water droplets. This water vapor we will find, it will just when it is touching the cold plate, first it will convert into the small droplets of water by the process of condensation. Okay, that you know. So here this water vapor, the air is cold enough that this water vapor by the process of condensation converts into the small droplets of water. Very fine small droplets of water. So what do we call that? We call it as a fog. What do we call it as a fog? Okay, so we will find that when these air is in winter season cold enough that water vapor in the air gets converted by the process of condensation into very fine droplets of water, what is formed? Fog is formed. Okay. Then also we will find that on leaves, you might have seen in the morning you are walking on the grasses. On the grasses you are walking, you can find the small droplets of water. Droplets of water are there on the grasses. Droplets of water are there on the grasses. What do we call it? You might have seen it is good to walk on these droplets of water. You might have seen in the winter season, if you go for a walk, if you are walking on the grasses, you will find small droplets of water are there on the grasses. What do we call small droplets of water? What do we call that? Yes, Navya Giri gave a very correct answer, dew. That is called dew. Now how this dew is formed? How this dew is formed? Because here we will find it is very cold, and when the water vapor comes in contact with the grasses, what will happen? You just have seen that water vapor will come in contact with the cold plate. When you are heating water, it converts into droplets of water. In the same manner, when this water vapor comes in contact with the cold grass, what we find? It converts into droplets of water. It converts into droplets of water due to condensation of water vapor on cold surface. Akruti wrote very correct. Due to condensation of water vapor on cold surface like grasses, leaves of grasses, These water vapor converts into droplets of water. We call it as a dew. What do we call? We call it as a dew. Okay. Now you just have seen that when you heat the water in the container, what will happen? You know that water vapor is formed. When this water vapor comes in contact with the cold surface, it converts into droplets of water. Here also, when this water vapor is coming in contact with very cold surface in winter season, then it converts into the droplets of water. These droplets of water is known as dew. What do we call? Dew. And when the weather turns very cold, we will find these dew drops are converted into crystals of ice. Suppose it is very cold, then these dew drops are converted into crystals of ice. What do we call that? They are converted into crystals of ice known as frost. What do we call that? Frost. Okay. So that happens when the temperature goes below as low as 0 degrees Celsius, where water converts into ice. Okay. So when it is very cold, then we will find that these droplets of water, they are converted into crystals of ice, that is known as frost. Okay.